I have my earpiece in and I'm holding it because it's very windy outside. I am going to wait a minute for a couple people to watch, and once I see that we have some people, I'm going to ask that everybody share this video out everywhere, because it's really important that you guys share this video out. What I am about to say is very difficult, and before I say it, I am going to give a forewarning of what some people in power are going to do to combat this type of a message. So if you guys could please share this video. Before I say anything, so you guys got to know that people like Dan Kildee, and I will go ahead and say once again, people like Melissa Mays, who is working for and under people like Dan Kildee, the congressman, and I wrote some things down. This is such a hard thing to say that I really do have to read from it. I ask that you guys listen to it all from start to finish, and be patient with me. So after a message like this, because this has happened before, there are going to be messages given from higher sources, higher powers that be, to try and combat this and make it seem like everything is just fine, to make it seem like what I'm saying isn't true. They're going to try and dilute and minimize the message. So please be forewarned in advance to watch for that. I'm saying it right now that this is going to be combated against, okay? So I'm letting you guys know right now, and I'm asking you to share this out, okay? I'm going to start with this. If you look up the word Holocaust online, the definition of it is destruction or slaughter on a mass scale. The Romans used it. They poisoned their water with lead, and they even used it as a form of birth control, and it was successful. Okay, you guys have to understand a lot of the things here that are going on in Flint. Okay, I'm going to start with a strike that happened just on this road right next to me 19 years ago to this month of June 23rd in 2017. The largest General Motors strike since 1970 was held right here on this street, right on that road. And this strike cost General Motors $2 billion in profit because it lasted for so long. And it resulted in all across the country, sales and work had to be halted because Flint, Michigan, the people in Flint, Michigan striked so hard and they striked so long that General Motors lost $2 billion in profit. Okay, so that's really important history to know that. 19 years ago to this month, this happened right here on this road. And it led right to, it stopped right here where you see that tower. There's a thing that goes over the street. They stopped right there and they striked. The Flint workers did. Okay, so the thing about Flint, Michigan is that Flint, Michigan is so toxic that they should have evacuated this city years ago. They should have evacuated the city like 1989, let's just say. So nobody really should be living here. Nobody should live here with what is here. Racer is a super fun site up off of Coldwater and Dort. It's that site that I told you guys that if you're wondering what I'm doing, it's windy outside, so I'm holding this to my face. This super fun site houses millions of gallons of toxic waste, arsenic, cyanides, heavy metals, thousands and thousands of toxins that are leaking into downstream, because it's up on the hill and it's leaking down into Flint. Not only is it leaking, but it has been approved. Okay, so I want to give you guys the right information, so I got to look at the notes. I have seen the documents, not right now, but eventually here soon, today or tomorrow, we will post them and share them with you guys, okay? Just hang tight and be patient with me, y'all, okay? Gotta find the right... This racer site that I'm telling you guys about, okay? Our federal government owns this racer Superfund site. Our federal government owns this racer Superfund site that houses this toxic waste, okay? This site is currently for sale. It's for sale, just like Kettering, that Chevy in the Hole, that big Superfund site over there was for sale, and they sold it. They sold that Superfund site of Chevy in the Hole to Kettering for $1. Kettering used to be GMI, General Motors Institute. They changed the name to Kettering. They essentially sold it back to the exact same people for $1. And so basically they're trying to sell this racer Superfund site to wash their hands clean from the responsibility of what is happening right now. Okay, so right before the switch of the water, there's paperwork showing that they gave permission. There's this organization or whatever it's called. What's the name of it? O'Brien and Jean. O'Brien and Jean. In December of 2014, they filed an application requesting permission to dump this toxic waste into Flint, Michigan's sanitary lines, into their sanitary sewer system, okay? So the pipes in Flint, Michigan are not the main issue. The lead in the pipes are not the issue, because the toxic waste that they have been dumping from this racer fund site, they've been dumping heavy levels of unfiltered, unprocessed lead. Okay, and it's been cross-contaminating into the pipes, into these people's homes since before the water switch. The city of Flint, Michigan, the city and the state and the MDEQ approved for them to do this. They approved for this toxic waste site. There's overflowages when it rains outside. They have approved for them to dump this into the city of Flint, Michigan's sanitary sewage, okay? I'm going to read a little bit for you guys here, what I've written down. I usually don't do this. I speak straight from the heart, but this is very pressing information. I'm asking every single one of you guys to share it. The pipes are not the main concern here in Flint, Michigan. The lead levels are coming from the sanitary sewer and cross-contaminating the drinking water. The lines above the sanitary lines, okay? So the lines go like this. This is the water. This is the water. This is the sewage. The sanitary sewage lines. All it takes is a break in the mains. Over these years, there have been tons of these breaks in the mains for that to cross-contaminate. And that's exactly what has happened, okay? If they switch the pipes here in the city, they're only switching these pipes to appease the people. It's not going to fix the problem. It's not going to give them good water. It's not. They have approved to dump toxic waste. They have literally been dumping toxic waste into the sanitary sewage lines here in the city, unfiltered and unprocessed. About 1999 is when they stopped filtering it. Before that, they would dump it, but they would filter the heavy metals and all the toxins out. They stopped doing it. They approved for this to happen right before the emergency manager came in and approved for the switch. Before they switched the water, they made sure that it was extra poisonous. Then they went and switched the water. Okay, they dumped, and let me read to you, listen to this, 5,000 gallons for 1 to 5 days at a time, every 3 to 5 months has been approved since 1999 of unfiltered and uncleansed toxic poison from this racer Superfund site to be dumped into Flint, Michigan, that is owned by our federal government. Our federal government repossessed and retook that racer fund site that was General Motors when they bailed General Motors out of bankruptcy. Okay? General Motors was bailed out of bankruptcy, and our government took on the Superfund site, and now they're trying to sell this one too, so somebody else has the responsibility of it. again, what I'm saying here is that they know. It's a distraction. The water is not good. And even if they switch the water over to the Great Lakes Authority under the stupid contract for 30 years, they're trying to pin them for 30 years. No matter if they get the KWA pipes in here, it doesn't matter what they do. Flint is toxic. They should have evacuated this city a long time ago. Nobody should be living here. Not a single person should be living in this city, and they know it. This is revenge from General Motors. I've been saying this. I have said this for a long time. This is the way General Motors gets revenge on Flint, Michigan, is they do exactly what they've strategically done over these years. Okay? This trailer park is an example of that. All of these houses are an example of that. Poisoning these people, they know exactly what they're doing. This strike that happened right here on this road, literally right there, 50 feet away, not even, caused General Motors to lose $2 billion in profit. What do? They closed up every shop. They promised to bring in millions and millions of dollars of new equipment to this city, but you know what they did instead? They filed bankruptcy knowing that our federal government was going to bail them out, and our federal government repossessed everything that they owned, including these Superfund sites that are in Flint, Michigan, that are flowing downstream from overflow, that are leaking and contaminating the land, and that are also has been given approval. They filled an application asking for approval for 5,000 gallons of poison to be poured into the sanitary sewage system in Flint, Michigan. Just like in December of 2013, they approved for them to do this. Okay? April of 2014 is when they made the switch. Okay? This was all done on purpose. They know. Flint's water, just like the residents say, we're never going to have clean water. I'll never drink this water again. They've hit it right on the head. I worry that unless they find we got to think outside the box here. And right now, the target is our federal government. They are responsible, and they have been putting the pressure on so many other different people, and they have sold people, they've gotten people to sell out, like Melissa Mays, and I'm calling her out again. I don't care what she says. Melissa Mays is working with people like Dan Kildee and the concerned pastors that have done all of these settlements, and these pods in Flint, Michigan are about to be closed up. And this bottled water is crap too, because if you look on the bottled water in Flint, Michigan, it says that this is municipal water that is treated by reverse osmosis. They're about to close all of these pods up and leave them with this water because they're trying to close a deal. Karen Weaver is this little puppet, and she's trying to close the deal on this Great Lakes Water Authority for this 30-year contract. That's like selling your life. 30-year contract to the Great Lakes Water Authority. 30 years. So basically, it's either the KWA or this 30-year contract with the Great Lakes Water Authority. They're both awful, okay? They're both awful. And you notice they're not doing anything in Flint. The only reason why they're tearing up any of these pipes in the first place is to make it seem like they're doing something, but they know. They know darn well water is a distraction. This water is a distraction. The water is bad, okay? But this Racer Superfund site that is sitting off of Coldwater and Dort, they are dumping 5,000 gallons for 1 to 5 days at a time, every 3 to 5 months, I said, into Flint. They've had permission to do this. They have gotten permission to poison the people and to kill the people. You got to remember that there's so many people that are state funded, and they're researching what's going on here. When I go around Flint, I look at this place, this amazing city of amazing people, and I think of the Holocaust. And people talk about FEMA camps, and when you think about a FEMA camp, this is one. The way they have set this up to fail. Obama came in here and he sipped the water under his term because that switch happened. They gave permission. They started dumping this stuff under his term here. He came in here and he mocks these people. And you got residents in this city that are selling the people out too, and they know what's going on. They don't care because they sold their soul out. I'm telling you. What is happening here is so wicked, and you guys have to share this video out. 194 people right now. You have to share this video out. You have to. Nobody should be living in Flint. They should have evacuated every single person in this city a long time ago. They should have told these people in this city a long time ago that this is a toxic waste zone. You know what they do? They hit them even harder. They hit them even harder till they can't stand anymore. They poison their brain, they poison their body until they can't think anymore. They dumb them down until they can't fight for themselves anymore. And that's when people like me and you come in here and give them a voice again, because they have strategically dumbed these people down. But I tell you what, they're not dumb, and their tricks haven't been working, because there are people of faith that live here in this city, and there is hope. Even though I still say that no matter what it is that they do, the water is bad. Nobody should live here in Flint, Michigan. Nobody. Everybody should have been evacuated a long time ago. A long time ago. Flint should not be here. And I hate to say that. Nobody should live here. But they love it here. And all of these babies have been poisoned. Every single one. Every single person. And it's like they're entrapping them on this island. And they're circling around them with this KWA pipe, and they're teasing them with this bone. This is what you could have, but you're never going to have it. We're going to build our Kettering right here. We're going to put all of these nice things all around you. We're going to tease you with the things you'll never be able to afford, and we're going to continue to trap you. And then while we do it, we're going to continue to force you out and push you out and sell all of this, and the federal government is washing their hands clean of it all. And people like Dan Kildee are going to see this video, and people like Melissa Mays are going to see this video, and she's probably going to text me here soon. I thought we had this. No, Melissa, no. Because you are a part of this. Melissa Mays, I'm calling you out. I don't care what language you speak and how you're trained and who you talk to, and they tell you to say certain things to fit the language of what the people need to hear so that they work with you. Nobody should trust you. You, just like Karen Weaver, are a puppet. You're a puppet. And Flint is my friends. And they've been poisoning these people, and they should have evacuated them out of this city a long time ago. Instead, you know what they do? Instead of evacuating them out of this city, they experiment on them, and they use them like a case study. And they have Kettering and Hurley Hospital and this Ford Hospital and these scientists that are watching and studying and taking their results and examples, and they're going to use it all across the nation. Flint is ground zero, and you guys need to wake up. 245 people right now. You have to share this video. But there is still hope, and I need to tell you why. Okay? I need to tell you why. I have been coming to this trailer park for a year and a half. I've come to this trailer park. Anybody who has followed Project Flint, this page and things that I've done, and I tell you this. I come here and I pray. I have to hold my thing. I come here and I pray, right? In the year and a half that I've been coming to this trailer park, I have never, ever seen color in this trailer park. I have never seen anything grow other than weeds in this trailer park. Over this past month, double rainbows have been popping up in the city, and also there are flowers. There's roses. There's roses. I want to show you some more. There's color. There's color popping up. There's color popping up in this trailer park all over the place. And I just want to show you guys. Hold on a second. I've never seen it before, ever. Look at this. Look at this, you guys. Although the message that I share with you guys sounds really hopeless, okay? Because it sounds really hopeless what I'm saying to you guys, is that Flint, Michigan should have been evacuated a long time ago. And the water's not going to get fixed. And it's all a decoy. The switching the few pipes that they got, they know that the pipes are not the issue. It's that Superfund site that they've given permission to dump into Flint. They're literally dumping this stuff right here, because that's how they look at the people, like a big dumping pot. Look at this tree here that has flowers on it. This is very symbolic to me. I've never seen any kind of color, and that's not the only one. I was literally shaking with anxiety before I shared this message with you guys today. When I was praying, and when I walked in here, I noticed some color in the grass, and I felt like God was telling me it's okay. I'm in it. I'm still in it. Because I love Flint. And I hate to share this message, but this was the first one that I saw. Oh, it was right, where is it? This little flower right here. That little flower. And this little flower right here, this little plant right here is what gave me the courage. Oh my gosh, and look at these. Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm crazy. Look at these flowers. Oh, wow. I've never seen color in this trailer park ever. So, the hope is that even though this is a very hard message, is that God is in control. He is sending people to share this truth, even though it's a hard message to share. And He gives signs. Because He says even the wind and the water and the earth and the rocks cry out. And He gives signs. And He's been sending rainbows, and there's color popping up here in this trailer park that has been brown and dirty over the past year and a half that I've been here. And God is our hope. God is our answer. And Christ is King, and He is in it. And I'm going to proclaim that from the mountaintop. And I don't care what anybody says about my faith, but He is the answer. Jesus is the answer. And so you guys got to stay faithful in Him. And this is a really awful message to share, but seeing all these flowers, I feel really, really encouraged. Share this video out. 306 people watching right now. You have to share this video out and watch it from the beginning. Okay? God bless you. Take care.